I'm Luke from Bungie.
And I'm Shishka.
And today we're here to talk about July 7th, Bungie Day.
But, it's not the 7th.
Right, okay. It's not actually our anniversary at this exact moment, but last year on July 7th, these 7 dudes climbed into a shoebox together.
Shoebox? What does this have to do with Bungie Day?
Shishka, please. 7th day, 7th month, 7th column, Bungie Day.
I'm so confused right now. Where am I?
Back when Halo was still owned in part by Bungie, there was a special celebration always held on July 7th. This day was known as Bungie Day. Usually this day was filled with community festivities from Bungie and other things as well, like Easter eggs. On July 7, 2011, however, Bungie Day was different. It would be the last Bungie Day celebrated while Bungie was still in control of the Halo franchise, which would soon be passed off to Microsoft's own 343. Similar to Bungie Day in 2009, the Bungie team had planned something special for what would be the last Bungie Day with Halo. In the weeks leading up to July 7th, 2011, Bungie officially began promoting the event. The event would include a new, temporary playlist for the day titled Bungie vs. the World. The event was also being coined Bungie vs. the World Steaktacular. This was because starting from 12 a.m. till 11:59 p.m., several teams of Bungie employees would be actively playing on the new playlist, which was essentially just Team Slayer. The rules stated that any team or players who were able to defeat a team of Bungie employees by a lead of 20 or more kills would receive a steak in the mail, and for non-US residents, they would win a gift card. Sadly, I never matched up against a team of Bungie employees, at least as far as I know. Back then I wasn't the best at Halo, so there is a chance I faced them and just lost. According to the internet, some people did receive their steak, while others claimed to never have received it. Now you may be thinking, all this info is great and all, but what about the Visors you mentioned? What the heck is that all about? Well, on that day, I and some of my friends, like many others, were hoping to match up against a team of Bungie employees, but not just to obtain the steak. As is common with these videos, this rumor started with an individual I cannot remember. I think it was one of my friends, but I also remember a few random people joining the chat that day, so it could have been one of them as well. Anyways, when I got on to fight it out for my delicious steak, I was told of another obtainable prize for beating Bungie. What was that prize, you may ask? Well, this supposed prize was a new visor, of which you could choose 1 out of 4 options. Sadly, I only remember 3 of the supposed 4 options stated by the guy who told me about it. The 3 possible rumored visors one could obtain were a red visor, earth visor, or a white visor, with number 4 being lost to time. Even though Bungie never stated this in their promotional material or forum post, I still believed it to be true. My main reason being that George from the campaign has a reddish-orangish look to it, and that was enough for 12-year-old Jake to believe this rumor. Despite my reasoning for believing this legend to be true, I think I found the possible reason as to why the individual who told me this may have thought it to be true, or where it may have originated from. While doing research for this video, I was looking at the old Bungie Day promotional material and forum posts discussing the Steaktacular. It was there that it became obvious as to why someone may have believed this to be true, or made this thing up. In the promotional image for Bungie vs. the World Steaktacular, there are 2 separate Spartans facing one another. One has the Inheritor skull helmet, and another has the EVA helmet, but instead of a regular visor from the game, it's the world. If you recall to earlier in the video when I listed an Earth visor as a possible option, this is where I am pretty positive it originates from. And now that I think about it, I also remember looking at this image back then and thinking it must be obtainable, further solidifying my belief in the legend. Obviously, the Earth visor in the promotional image is there because the event is literally called Bungie vs. the World. I find it funny how little things like the visor in the promotional material can spur on a whole bunch of silly and baseless rumors for people to believe, or at least for myself to believe, but it's also great to be able to look back on these times and have a bit of nostalgia for it. To any of you watching who played on Bungie Day 2011, I hope you got your steak. But if not, well, I hope you can at least look back on that day with fond memories, or maybe even a new visor. Anyhow guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this will be the last Halo-centered video I do on gaming myths and legends for a little bit, so stay tuned for new content coming soon. Peace guys.